Hello everybody, my name is Commander Oomslikken from Slick and I'm gonna show you the third tutorial, basic tutorial on Elite Dangerous. And in this tutorial we're gonna take off, show some basic flight movements and then land again or try to land again. Um, if you are at starport you will see the menu in the middle like we showed in part 2, the starport services that we covered in the basic tutorial part 2. Enter the hangar if you want to change things to your weaponry or your internals or buy another ship or change ships. And of course launch if you want to launch into space, and this will turn you around and head you towards the exit. Landing and taking off, you will make a lot of use of your flight thrusters, and to use those or to see how to use those, you go to the menu by escape, click options, go to controls and then scroll down to flight thrust, and you need direct access to this part of your joystick. I'm gonna use joystick here, and this tutorial is basically if you have a joystick with a head switch on where you can connect your thrusters on. You have thrust up, thrust down, thrust forward, thrust backward, thrust left, thrust right. Okay, so connect those to a head switch and then we can continue. Okay, resume. So I'm gonna press launch and we're gonna launch up in space. We turn around and we'll be heading in the right direction. Okay, so what you now will see or hear that we are released, and we have 4 minutes and 53 seconds to get out of this station. So what I basically do is press the thrusters up and move my joystick forward and docking.
Landing gear retracted. Rotational correction disabled.
Okay, that was voice attack again. I made a command when I say end or start docking that she will turn on my lights, raise my landing gear and stop the rotational correction. The rotational correction is a feature in the game where you just say correct my speed, my turning speed with the starport, and you will hover in one place. When we get back I will just shut it down and you will see what I mean. Okay, so now we are in space, and with the joystick it's basically like every other game you ever played with joysticks. If you push the stick forward you will go up, go down. If you push the stick back you will go up. If you push the stick to the left you will rotate left. If you push the stick to the right you will rotate right. I also have a jaw function, so I can twist my handle of my stick, and you will see that it's pretty slow. If I twist it to the left I will yawn left, and if I twist it to the right I will yawn right. Of course I also have a throttle stick because I'm using a HOTAS system, and if I push it forward you will go faster, and I will push it backward you will come to a stop eventually. Okay. In the first part we talked about the power distribution. I will show it. That's right here, and at the moment it is set up to give the most power to the engines. I will reset it. Balance power. Reset power.
Power settings, balanced.
Yeah, I'm also forgetting sometimes my own commands, but now you can see it distributes the power evenly between the three groups, between the systems, the engines and the weapons group, and we'll come back on that later. to increase them during a fight. Hopefully I can pick a fight. Let's just come to a complete stop. And I'm pretty sure we're out of range of the fire zone. Every station has a fire zone around it. You can deploy weapons, but if you shoot, you will get a find. So deploy weapons. There it goes. Now it's deploying my weapons, and you see that the HUD is changing a little bit. On the right side now you see what kind of weapons you have and what type of weapons. These are gimbaled. I will come back on that later. And if you have, if it is in or out of range, and if you're going to start shooting, it will also show in a second how much ammo you have or how much energy you have left. On the left side you have the D scanner, that's for exploration, we'll come back on that later. And if you have a wake scanner, it will show up if you are near a high or a low wake FSD. If you jump into hyperspace or if you go into supercruise, you will leave an FSD wake behind, and someone can track that and jump to your location where you are going. Especially handy if you are on a bounty mission and your target escapes, you can go after him and chase him down and try again. Okay, so if I press my trigger and we start shooting, you will see my weapons coming up. What you don't see is, because I don't have a target, is how many ammunition or how many energy I'm using at the moment. But when we get into a fight, that will be pretty obvious. Okay, so that's basically it, the flight controls. Let's go move forward. I'm gonna retract my weapons. Retract weapon. There we go. And now I'm gonna show you how to dock. We're going back to the same space station, and we have to request docking at the moment. You can only do that within 7.5 kilometers. What you basically do, you go to your navigation panel. Navigation.
Navigation panel.
I see I'm in annotation. Navigation. There we go. And you see here in the contacts the different things that are in your area. If you click on the Ackerman market, that is the spaceport we're going, you see here request docking. If you click that,
Docking request denied.
it's now denied because your comms channel say you must be within 7.5 kilometers. So let's go up to 7.5 kilometers and try again. Engine boost. Little delay on my attack, voice attack. You see we have boosted the engine for a short while, one of the advanced features. I will come back on that later. And now we have to wait. Let's pull full throttle until we are within 7.5 kilometers. As you can see, the station is now shooting. It was shooting. If you are wanted or if you are hauling contraband and sometimes you get scanned by the station itself, you're not allowed, and if you come too close they're gonna shoot you down. So take that in consideration when you are doing illegal things. Okay, so we are almost within 7.5 kilometers. Let's pull back the throttle, and now we go to navigation.
Navigation panel.
We go to contacts. We select Ackerman market, request docking.
Docking request granted.
And now you'll see it's granted. In the above, oh, I didn't explain that yet. In the middle we now have a different panel that is kind of like your radar. It is your radar, and you can see all the different contacts, all the different things. And here you can see which landing platform you are allowed to land. You will get a number and you have to land on that platform or else you will get a fine or you will be shut down. So take attention on that. So let's proceed. Let's go to the entrance. Every station has a different entrance or a different approach, so you have to figure out what's the best approach. But the landing platforms are always the same, so I'm gonna show you that later on. Okay, so we're almost at the entrance. Start docking.
Rotational correction enabled.
So it's gonna put on my lights,
Landing gear deployed.
lower my landing gear, and
Landing gear
retracted.
lowered.
landing gear. Okay, so I said too hard the name of the landing gear and
deployed.
it will retract it again. So take notion, if you use voice attack, that don't talk too much. Okay, so we have to land on 4, and if you see right above there, it says number 4. So that's where we have to land. If you try to, let's get out of the way. If you try to land on a different platform, you will get a loitering message that you're not allowed there. And it's basically just fly up there and go straight for it. And if you come close enough, your HUD will change to a docking HUD. And I'm just saying that sometimes it doesn't work. Let's get the message for loitering. That is it. So let's jump. It's not going as smooth because I'm not concentrating on flying but on tracking. And this is your landing HUD. So it will basically tell you where to go and how high you are. So you go forward and you see that little red dot, and it just has to compare with the center over there. Just overshot it, so let's take it back a little. And now you use your thrusters down very gently. You can damage your ship by going too hard down, and that's it. Now we are docked at a station, and we have the menu that we always have when you are docked. Rotational correction, I will show you that. Just press launch, we will turn around. I forgot that, so let's do it quickly. Just get up, and you will see that nothing happens at the moment. But if I give the command rotational correction off,
rotational correction disabled.
and there we go. Oh. You can immediately see that the station is turning to create gravity, and you're not turning at the same speed. So rotational correction on.
Rotational correction enabled.
And you see that we are hanging still within the hangar. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Look at my other tutorials about Elite Dangerous, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.